Yeah, sure.
Good morning, everyone. This is a book launch program that is organized by
There was a mail late. Sorry for late.
Royal School of Commerce. Introducing myself, I am Abhijit Sakia, a student of MCOM first semester. We welcome our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. S.P. Singh sir, and Deputy Dean in charge of Royal School of Commerce, Dr. Sudhin Chakravarti sir, and all the faculty members and students present here. The book Harmonizing Progress, Navigating Sustainable Development through Education, Innovation, Industry, and Consumption is the outcome of first conference organized by Royal School of Commerce that was held on 2nd and 3rd June 2023. A total of 43 papers were received, and after being reviewed by esteemed invited panelists, 38 papers were being selected. And our publisher is Bharti Publication, New Delhi. Now I request Rosni ma'am to present a token of gratitude and respect from Royal School of Commerce to our Vice Chancellor.
A little bit. I'm very happy that I'm okay. Felicitations. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. It's a plan, no? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Looks like plastic. Sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Jimpy ma'am to present a token of gratitude and respect from Royal School of Commerce to Buragwai sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'm interested in more in the problem.
I know.
I request Rick sir to present a token of gratitude and respect from Royal School of Commerce to Pro Vice Chancellor Professor Rohit Singh sir. All the plants were procured from Meghna Agarwal of Bloom Room, a budding entrepreneur of the Guwahati. Without further ado, I request Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir Professor Dr. S.P. Singh to launch the book, and I request all the dignitaries to join for the same.
Simply long. Watch.
Photo.
Yeah.
Done.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. I request our dignitaries to say a few words on this episode.
What is that? To the Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, Cabinet, the Dean, HOD, and the faculty members. I hope you know the background for this book. If not, I would love to let you know. There was a conference which was organized by the Royal School of Commerce, and the topic was related to navigating sustainable development, and it was defined as how to create a work for the future time, which was Agrama. And if you go to the book, there are 4 SDGs which have been taken care of. And when it was being planned, the question which was being asked to the school was, what is the outcome of this seminar? Why would you like to do it? And the HOD and the faculty member very positively replied that, sir, we are looking forward to some kind of concrete result. And the further question came, what is that concrete result? They said we would like to come out with an edited book where all the faculty members from the Royal Institute of Commerce and the leading articles which are being presented into the seminars will be presented in the form of a book. And I'm happy to share in a very short duration of time, the school have worked very hard, the entire team. And I believe you have collected around 45, 60 papers, and then you have shortlisted it, screened it, and it came out from the leading publishers from New Delhi, which is Bharati Publications. And they screened it. Few articles have been rejected. If any of the faculty or the students who are sitting over here and they feel that they have been missed out, it is not done purposefully, but there is what you call very stringent screening process which was followed, and even the publisher denied to publish it in this edition. My suggestion to the school was, if all the articles which were screened out, they have to be sent back to the right authors. They should be told what are the gaps which have been identified, and they should rewrite and send it so that we would look forward to have the second edition of this book before even we are going to have the other conferences of the School of Commerce. And I hope and I wish that the school will continue to do this so that these are the tangible outcomes which you can put in front of the stakeholders and say what exactly the school is doing. And these are all reflection of the hard work of the faculty members and the students in the form of papers and the books which have been coming out and which is the reality today. So I wish the school a very best and look forward for the second edition. And so
Thank you so much, sir. And
हो जाएगा हम लोग कर लेंगे जल्दी से
At the outset, let me congratulate the organizers for the conference and for the subsequent outcome of this proceedings of the conference. It has come out very nicely. I have gone through the papers. I think there are 13 papers, and it covers, or rather, it centers around 4 important sustainable development goals: 4, 8, 9, and 12, all relating to education and decent work and culture, then economic growth, and industrial innovation and culture, consumption culture. So I think these are very pertinent to our education sector also. All these 3 others except Sustainable Development Goal 4. You all know about Sustainable Development Goal. These are all set by United Nations. And we are also integrating these Sustainable Development Goals, especially 4, with our NEP 2020, which is in place in our national context. So therefore, it assumes very special significance, this kind of work. And I only hope that you carry forward with follow-up of the recommended. I think the conference has also given some recommendations.
Yes.
These recommendations have to be followed up with due diligence, right? You have to create a culture of academic discourse. We have beautiful infrastructures here. You must be experiencing beautiful infrastructures. But infrastructures will have true meaning only when these are subjected to academic discourses for which these are built. It has to be sustainable. That's the reason. The second most important thing that comes to my mind is this is an RG publication. An RG production? Horticulture. So they will take care of the marketing.
Yes.
We don't have to worry about it. So I think royalty sharing, everything has been done. I think
I don't know.
I think it is very important that this is our intellectual property, right? I'm talking something very important for the organizers, Aruna, and culture. This book is not just a proceeding of a conference organized by you. This book, applications, it embodies, it represents your intellectual property. Now, how well this intellectual property is protected? It got publication. You must have gone into some kind of, understanding with Bharati production, Bharati publications. So please see that our IPR rights are not diluted or lost. Whatever money they will earn, there should be absolute, in clear terms, revenue sharing. That is one part. And also, who will own the copyright? Copyright, I think, will go to Bharati for a certificate at the time. Your license is out. But the money, royalty should be given to the royal global. I think these nitty-gritties have to be also kept in mind. Right? Because we are also in the business of knowledge now. Right? Generating knowledge is also a business model. So if you are generating knowledge, that is, you are creating intellectual property, it has to be properly protected. There are legal regimes for that. There are legal prescriptions for that. Right? So these are my two things. I was a little worried. First of all, not worried. The thought came to me: if it was published by Royal Global University, who would do the marketing? I think I expressed shared apprehension yesterday. Now that it is published by Bharati Publication, they are marketing. They will take care of the marketing aspect. And if there is a marketing aspect, we must get our due share. That's the only concern. Right? And through the IGF framework. So once again, congratulations. And hope you make it a regular affair, as Professor Singh just mentioned. And we are all there with you. Thank you.
So, good morning to all of you. Let's still be having the morning. I think everything has been said by Dr. Rohit Singh and Dr. Bharai. I think the aspects which Dr. Bharai reflected, I think Organized seems to be quite mum on that. And her face is telling me as if something has fallen on her head. I mean, please don't feel like that. I mean, whatever arrangements you have done with Bharati Publications, please disclose it and tell it to. If you have no arrangement, please let us know. Because whenever anybody publish any book, the editors or the authors or the university gets the due share of it. And I think well taken. And I think Sudeep and Goenkaji make it a point that this thing should be resolved within a week's time. So that is the administrative part of it. I think we should be very clear. And whenever now onwards, I think to all of you, Minoji and everyone, whenever anybody is publishing anything, it's their own book and all. So that is their responsibility to take care of the intellectual property rights. But when it has been part of the conference proceedings been published and where the copyright or maybe property belongs to the university, because university has organized the conference, due diligence to be done with respect to the intellectual property of the university, right? That should be taken care of. If at all not taken care this time, you have to disclose and say why it has not been done. This is one part. Second is about the book. I think this has come up very well, and I have gone through a little bit of it. 38 papers are there, and I think many of them are related to sustainable development goals. 4 goals have been told by Rohit. I think they're well taken care, but not all the papers. It seems that, I mean, now you talk anything in this world is related to sustainable development. But there are many papers which are not directly related to sustainable development. So I don't know how the editors have chosen the papers based upon the main theme of the conference or not, but I think they must have taken due diligence to do that. Second is the job of the editor is also to see the language of the papers. So I'm sure that you might have modified the syllabus because many times authors are not that competent to write very good papers or maybe in the language. So somebody might have corrected the language and editors must have done that job. So they are being congratulated for that. And one part which I just now mentioned as soon as I entered the room, when we are talking about sustainable development, we're doing conferences on sustainable development. We are writing books and compiling books on sustainable development. But how much we are doing for sustainable? That nobody bothers. You do everything, but you don't do the what you are expected to do. As a student, I must tell you, dear students, that if you are just talking and writing and not doing things in that direction, the whole objective of everything fails. Whole objective of education fails. A simple example is that while you are coming to the second floor of the building, and while getting down, if you are taking the lift, that is absolutely against the norms of the sustainability. If you are coming out of your classrooms and not switching off the lights, it is against the norms of the sustainability. If you are too much into fashion and your wardrobes are full with clothes that you don't use for many years, it is against the sustainability. If you are not taking care of yourself and things around you, and you are not doing justice to the environment in which you are living and talking that sustainable development and keeping something for the future, this is absolutely a hypocrisy, and we should not do that. Many times I'm very harsh and straightforward, but I waited for 5 minutes to come to the second floor today. Normally I take steps. Today I'm not feeling well, so I thought of taking this the lift, and I waited for 5 minutes because everybody stepped down at the third floor, fourth floor, coming down fourth floor, third floor, second floor. So from second floor we're getting down to the ground floor by lift. Can you imagine? We still don't do that. And then you talk about sustainable development. What nonsense. Be very careful about what you do, what you write, and what is to be done. Right? Just talking and just writing is not enough. Right? If you write about sustainable development, follow it up also. So this is my humble advice to you. Sorry, on a wrong note, but then it was in my heart, and I don't keep anything in my heart. I immediately get it through. So I immediately found that particular part of it, and many times we go to different halls and we see things around. People don't, switch off the lights; they just keep the ACs on, and so on and so forth. I know we have air conditioner campus. Beautiful campus has been told by sir and everybody, but then we have to maintain it, use it for a longer duration of time. But on a positive note, I believe that is still this university is maintaining things well. What is maintaining things well? If my room is to be taken one example, my room is 14 years. In my room, nothing has changed. Neither sofa, nor my table, nor my chair, nor anything in my room. What it means is that I'm not saying something that they're very, very good fixtures because those things we have maintained well. So if somebody is using that particular part for 7 years and purchasing another one, keep on changing the designs and drawings and having change sofa every time, I think that is not again a part of sustainable development. If I'm maintaining it for 14 years and another 10 years it will remain, I think I have done my job in my office for sustainable. Do you agree? So that kind of things in your home also, in your office also, in your clothing also, in your day-to-day life, and that is what I'm expecting out of this conference or this proceedings. That if the lifestyle is not changing, reading books, reading articles, and doing it for the sake of API and PBAS scores, and doing it for that you show some publications while you're appearing for the job is not enough for the achievement of sustainable development goals. So my humble advice to all, especially to students and teachers, please try to develop a culture of sustainable development. All the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I'd like to thank all the esteemed professors for sparing their valuable time to be here with us.